Miawezolo.
Okay, this sounds better.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you. The first one you were saying sounded like Chinese.
Yeah, because
it's not
original. My way is not original. It's the China version.
Don't disgrace me. Don't disgrace me.
Okay, Miawezolo.
Oh, God. Terrible.
No.
Right now, you're Beyonce.
Miawezolo.
No.
Debut kata
I'm a shower phone.
Oh, okay.
Clap for me.
Because I was afraid you may disgrace me.
No, I don't disgrace you anyhow.
Anyhow.
Sometimes intentional. Intentional disgrace. Anyway, you're back with us here on the show. There's still Prime Morning, and yes, we're doing everything Ghanaian, and I'm sure you're also stepping out, looking good, looking like a proud Ghanaian and all that. In the studio this morning, we've got two beautiful guests,
right,
and we'll be talking about something that you know about in terms of what we wear as Ghanaians, and we'll be looking at the evolution of Kaba and Slit. I remember, man, back in the day, you know, you have your parents, your mom put on a very beautiful,
right,
you know, she looks so cute in it and all that. The Gen Zs are wearing things we don't understand.
No, right now you want to put me in trouble because, Mommy, don't watch this, but my mom used to literally forced me when I was younger to wear the kaba and slit.
Yeah.
But you see, I was a very lanky baby and I didn't have any shape. And all the people I saw wearing the kaba and slit had something to feel there.
Yeah.
So imagine a 10-year-old, 10 years wearing kaba and slit. To me, it didn't look too good.
Hey, it will still not look good
and
now.
Everybody laughed at me.
It will still not look good now, don't worry.
Don't start with me. See, where I am now, if I wear it, I believe, I've grown in body and everything. So, beauty is beyond body and then the shape and everything, right? If I wear it and I feel confident, that's all.
Give me some kaba and slit right now. Let's be sure. Anyway, our guests are in, so let's introduce our guests.
Right. So, you know, as I said, this is a very good conversation we're about to have. Everybody's excited about it. I am. And we have two women who have been making sure that if it comes to oozing class, right, oozing confidence and instilling that in young people, these two amazing women are doing exactly that. I personally met one last month or last year somewhere, and it was at a seminar, and it was amazing, right? She touched my life in so many ways. I know that she's heard it over and over again, and probably she is tired of hearing it, but our guest with us today, KMJ, because I know that you don't disgrace me again, once again.
There's another name there.
No. Okay. So we have Jeanette Sunkwa Mills, and she is the CEO of the Jane M Saloon. Am I saying that? Jane M Saloon, right? Right. And then we also have Sarah Abbey. She is a fashion designer, and you look amazing.
She has a middle name, which is very...
I'm trying not to butcher it. That's why I'm not saying it. But can you help us?
Because we're Ghanaians, we want to, feel very Ghanaian.
I'm trying not to throw the names anywhere.
So it's Kwakupo.
I got it right in my head.
So why didn't you say it?
No, it was in my head.
To me.
I have a Ghanaian name as well.
You have a Ghanaian name too.
Yes. Since this is Ghana.
Yes.
So my name is Janet Na Latele Sunkwa Mills.
Right.
So Na Latele, if you know the Ghana naming system, is very, very unique. Every Ghana name is like an address.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm the firstborn daughter of my father.
Oh, that's Latele.
Na Latele. And we pride ourselves that we are all royals.
Right.
Okay.
So you have Na for the females and Ni
for the
males.
Right.
So my brother is like Michael Ni Latte Mingo.
Oh.
My maiden name is Mingo, but my marital name is Sunkwa Mills. He's also Ghana, and he is Cecil Thomas Ni Lante.
He's also Ni, and you are Na.
Lante, and I'm Na.
So the queen and the king, you guys just met like that.
And we have princess.
You have princesses. I like that. I like that. Oh, and you speak Ebe too?
I do. My mom is Ebe. My grandmother is Dangbe. So I speak so many Ghanaian languages.
Right.
I enjoy communicating with people on their level.
Right.
And I think it's exciting when you can speak a unique language.
That's why I'm shocked that his always sounds like Chinese. It's terrible.
He has to have his game,
You have
right?
to up
I'm
your
made for.
Right, because as I said, I have met you a couple of times, and sometimes I see you are speaking Ga, the next time it's Ga, Dangbe, and I'm like, wait, this man keeps throwing me everywhere, right? But now let's get into the conversation, because this is very interesting. As I said, for a young girl like me, who had a perception about the cover and slit, our parents, our mothers pride themselves in wearing them and told you, this is what a true African woman looks like in her kente, in her cover and slit with her scarf on, or just her cover and slit in her braids, and she's walking around neck high, shoulder high, knowing that she's confident. But things have changed for women. So I want us to go back into, cover and slit back then. What was that? What did it signify? And why did mothers and women pride themselves so much in this dress that now Gen Z see and say, oh, what are you wearing? Right?
So good to be on the show, and I'm happy we're talking about this. And I would say, within the core essence of what we're discussing is personal agency, where you feel confident in yourself, where you own your space, you own your personality and your self-identity. And through that, you can build your confidence and really explore who you are to the fullest level. This is the discussion we're having. And I grew up with my grandmother. And she made no excuses for adorning herself in our African clothing. And you know what? At the end of the day, it makes you feel like a woman. You actually walk like a woman. We all know that when you look good, you actually do feel good. And we always say that beauty is so powerful because it empowers us to shine, it empowers us to be confident. That's the story behind how we dress, because it's our personality, isn't it? So she has some slits and cover, and the third piece that covers it. Oh, yes, and the udasobo, and when she's going to church. And it's just such a nostalgic moment when I think about it. And my mother also evolved into that, but by the time my mother got there, it was the wigs, it was the eyelashes. I remember the first I told my mom, I'm not wearing no eyelashes, I don't like faces. Janet, no, eyelashes. It means literally, would you come into this world and die without having worn eyelashes? Because I didn't want to wear wigs and stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, it's who you are and how you feel. So if it's about accessorizing that you've done so beautifully, if it's about wearing wig, if it's about udasobo. The first time I wore udasobo.
This is udasobo.
Udasobo.
Oh, udasobo.
Udasobo.
Okay.
You continue to wear it. The first time you know when you have an engagement, on the list is udasobo.
You have that,
because it's our identity. The first time I wore it to church, my mother-in-law was like,
what do you have on?
It's like, what do you have on? You're a young lady, you're not supposed to wear udasobo. But you know, it's fun and I love it. But it has evolved. Now it's not called slit and cover.
What is it called?
It's just an outfit, just an outfit. We
Because I hardly hear people mention that, slit and cover, slit and cover.
We always have a chat and you say, women of today, 50s, 60s, 70s, we don't look like our moms because we dress so differently. Right? So you won't see us with the slit and cover and a cover. But the same print, and we are going to wear and adorn in something different that makes us so unique. The off the shoulders, the puffs, the this. Have you watched Bridgerton?
I have.
So when you talk about she hasn't got things to put on slit and cover, what are you talking about? You know, they pad you to make you look like.
To fit in it.
To make you look like.
No, we're not going to pad you. Now, let me get your experience as well. How has it been for you, the involvement?
Okay, so I would say per where we find ourselves as Africans. So slit and cover is part of us. And like she said, growing up, well, I also saw my grandmother and mother, their way of slit and cover. And now you can tell the difference. But for me, I would say it's still the basics.
Okay.
Like, it's still the same silhouette. You still have the same pencil skirt. If it is a top, it's either up to the waist with a peplum or a straight seam. But in our generation now, I can say we have twisted it a little. Yeah, so before it was just a rope inside a skirt you tie.
Yes.
But now it's no more a rope, it's with a zip. Yeah, so.
It's just evolved.
Yeah.
And I remember growing up, my mom would just dress up and then say, come and zip that.
Come and zip.
And I'm going,
We are still asking them to zip it.
They still do.
We still do.
Right,
Still do.
right. But I always come back to being young, because even though I can tell you that I didn't like it and I didn't want to wear it, I loved when I saw our mothers wear them. Because as I said earlier, it's the confidence that they ooze when they wear it. It's like your mom walks out and there's a whole light, and the way she comes at you, I'm leaving, I'm going to church, I'll be back, you know. She's excited about it. Why? And it has evolved. Now Gen Zs will not even wear these outfits because they think, okay, if I wear it, I look old. Why is that? Why are we thinking like this?
I beg to differ. I think they're wearing it, but they're wearing it differently.
Right.
Just check Instagram and Facebook.
Right.
So the kentes are coming out. And you know the beautiful thing, the kentes are being personalized.
Right.
So you can call and order how you want it. You know, you can, and the beauty about Ghana, unlike in the West where you have to go into a shop and pick something off the rack, here everything is bespoke.
Yeah.
So it is made for you, and you can style it the way you like. So at the end of the day, you own it. You own the space and you own it. Of course, it depends on the occasion.
Right.
For me, I have about 4 designers.
Right.
Okay.
If I want to wear something easy in African print, I know where to go.
Right.
If I want to wear something in African print to the office or corporate I know where to go.
Right.
And if I want to glamming up for the evening, I know exactly where to go. And they're using beads for, you know, also. So there's so much happening. I think it's the most interesting time in Africa right now. If Bob Marley said emancipate yourself from mental slavery, it was not only colonization he was talking about. He was talking about us owning our space and being proud about it. From the food. When was the last time you went to a party and you were served an European dish? No. Or you listened to foreign music at a party. You know, it's that evolution that is happening right now. And that is what makes it interesting. So I challenge you guys, the James, please own your space. Even for the men, you're making some lovely things out there and it feels so good. You can see a kaftan with just a little touch of something. That is the beauty about it. It's evolution. Nothing has to be static. They say nature hates everything that is static. Because when you're static, it means you're dead. So as for Gen Z, look at you, looking so gorgeous. Look at you and owning it.
Interestingly, I want to wear like, you know, the old, the one that opens with the bat, and then you got it all fitted over here like that, a bit pencil, like, you know.
Bell buttons, they used to call it.
When I wear that, I feel really good as compared to when I wear a normal, you know, straight dress, trousers, the pants that has been sold for me. So I feel that, yes, we probably have to go back. And these days, you even see the Gen Zs, the artists, for example, wearing all those bell bags, Promise, Kitty, and all the guys are doing it. Is it that we feel there's a specific time that we have to do it, and so once we're done with that, then it ends there, we go back to our normal self, or maybe we don't even know the significance of it back in the time? Because I saw my dad wear that you know, pencil dress, and I see the pictures and I'm like, this looks so good with his tie on and all of that. We're not seeing much of that, but even the ones we're seeing, it's like just for occasions, once a while, and then that's it.
Yeah, so what you are trying to describe is we call it tunabu.
Tunabu, yes. Tunabu, yes, that's what the fans will say.
And well, so I would say it depends on, for me, it depends on where you are going.
Okay.
You understand? Okay, yes, so because if you want to step out well, you first of all have to consider the occasion. And even what you're going to do there. And I mean, that should help you to come out with something that you will feel good. At the end of the day, it's about you feeling good.
Right.
So, but like I said, the old styles are still coming. Like we have our pop sleeve.
Right.
This morning, I went online to check something, and I saw, I mean, in the olden days, it's still the pop sleeve, those big hand sleeves, and we are still doing it now. So nothing for me has really changed. It's just small things that we are trying to trace, but it's still the same thing. So if you feel I'm going to this occasion and I can wear this and I'll be okay, why not? Just feel free and wear it. Yeah.
Do we still wear them with a sense of pride like we used to do back in the day?
Now I would say yes.
Okay.
Maybe 5 years back, you will say no because someone will say a trim.
Yeah.
But now it's still fashion. It's about how you style it, and then you are good to go.
Right. Because you can go on.
I was just going to add that it's also about role modeling.
Right.
Our children are seeing us own our space and dress in a way that we feel proud about.
Right.
So when they see that and we role model for them, they take it up.
Yeah.
So if you're a parent out there, unfortunately, I was listening to the radio this morning when I was coming, and a parent was saying, our kids don't speak our language. They speak YouTube English.
Right.
You know, you see a child who's never gone anywhere, and she's articulator, factor, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Accent and all that.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, come on, we're failing as parents. We need to educate our children and, of course, immerse themselves in our culture, in our traditions. I'm saying take away the bad ones, the ones that are not relevant anymore, make it contemporary.
Right.
The youth also want to look contemporary. They want to look good. They want to feel that they belong.
Right.
So my children, for example, you see them wearing this collage of African print in the trousers, and they own it.
Right.
And they love it. So I think we should own our space more. The beauty is you can adapt it to your personality.
Right.
So work with your seamstress, work with your tailor, work with your designer, and shine through what you're wearing. That's the beauty about it. You can't do that with European clothes because you're picking them off the shelf. Yeah, so I think that they should feel more proud.
That's true. I think that we can all agree that it's evolved so much that even me, right, now I'm requesting for dresses and a two-piece in an African print because now I like that it's evolved. Like, you look amazing.
Thank you.
And you have a touch of Ghana in there, and then there are blings, and someone sees it and says, oh, so it doesn't have to be boring anymore, right? So we've seen that it has evolved. Well, we went on the streets because we wanted to find out how people were going to react, where we asked them, oh, Kaba and Slade, how do you feel about it? Do you think it has evolved? Did you like the old styles? Do you like the new styles? And they really responded to us. So let's take a look at the video. When we come back, there's still more right here on Prime Morning.
I said, no, style. Between Pam style, no, you are, I am if you're to make up a style. It's in that, no, I first sent it to the no.
Yeah, me can't quite only a force little cabawoji. Cat opella taleno, no, a simple. She first said, you knock a cat over slitted cabal, a year for, but not back for a puff, near Ecola fell waist guidance. No, Naka or Mammy May, so Benny come away, back a mamma could make in Mammy, no, a Sam, a fine, a year for.
So now, a Marisha, no, Miaka, they pet to the because she said, the manager won't too much. A jaw you, when chin when you goes up.
By this time, the Anusu are fine. According to before flow, it depends on the wear or Mushen. And then maybe more about me dressing on Namabontia, who know about me so a nice lady Nesu, the way dressing city and your musket, Tia Biniam and in fact, Consanus were now the disturbances there, the Nebra.
The entire manager to the say, Titiano. Saturday, Nanka, Jamani at the end on Sana, Nanka Mankala and say, to say, Neddy. And the idea, Ubewa by Rabina, you to me say, Anna will come near DP. I just say, Ghana, you to be Tutukwe, Abakabo Puff, Agba, can it be
o feel comfortable ko ka chomate abaka ke o mini o pe mi no wo e she be anele oba anyo pe fitting fine ko se tu we ba fine style na ba asabo fine e wo to me ele mi smo bi ane no ismo chuchu no
ade bia ya yusu ya atwam no gise bia ya san yan etimemfo no a ya ba no ya san kofa na se wa nkofa na mo ba ya wa dwen se bia wo be yusu tete kaba no se wo be sha obi hu se sha wo be hwe osa bakas amami kura ade atare no apam o yehye no eti na lectures de ya na wo ho na ya apam a yehye no enu bi na se wo yusu a wo hye esa tete agade ya atwam na atwam.
Now Kaba and Slate because it's nice. The designs, the styles are very, very nice.
And at the end of life room. At the end I say paying for type near idea.
Yes, and Kai Obianya Cabana Street when I demisans so what ka a yes I would do be shachra. We shake Cabana Street no would do a catastrophe to Bano. But in and I'm a fire Yamubano, Yamumpe. And to Cabana Street today, Yapa, to my day, Yapa, so when you be a guardian, no apam the Cabana Street.
I like the modern one now. The one now because the style is very simple and fine. So me particular, I like now the style that the simplest are showing it.
See and Kaba no crowd with all the money open pama mutucha into manigu. But first in a day, mutucha into manigu. Both say prof no yanika see Slate no so say housewife and I say the pay fine. But now say mutucha see it's that. It me to jump to man crowd pieces in crowd. Nti me dem pe old one
tete dia no ya pama ya step shemu ema ahane peja etimi obia ne style ope obia do kire do ope ne Kaba and Street obe pama se be be fata no de akoba bia na ye nanam na pam ne yeso ye beto so ne yeso ye pam ye mama musu fraye ena ma yeso na se si anso so de aba ne modern style nti de opam bia opa obetima pam kese obetima pam kito obetima pam de obetima fit obia nti Kaba and Street de e ya mamre ga na mamre so obia timi pam bi she
tete no ompam Kaba no mo pam ne esi ekofom na wo mo nsanso mo pam ma ne ye kese esi mo nsanso kama nti no na manage ho
it is style na efe and a modern one ne so efe but modern one na aba ne de enya agrenye tete de na nsapof no kwa even though nsapof na sanso aba no ya modelizing no mana efe ye de bia keka ho ama na efe chin first no and Kaba and Slate de we say yeah Africans Ghanaian it's our culture say we say onyan toma wo niemem nti say onyan toma wo niemem a eye ti ye Kaba and Slate ne the modern ones na ye koye de na wo so mo de na etwe
I mean, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Yep. Different views, all making one sense, and puff and all stiff and all that coming in, you know. That, like you said, the Bridgerton thing, I mean, that's more like, you know, they copied from us. Because we've been doing this over the years, you know. You have this political suit that we're making now in a different form, but it used to way back. I've seen my dad put on that and, you know, has that. And then the shoulder pad and all that, you know. And so it's been there, it's still there.
Have you seen the caftans these days for the men?
I have. They look so good. Like, I'm like, did they have a meeting?
They look so regal. So elegant. It's about elegance.
Almost kingly.
I love it. I
see them and I'm like, really, these are really good things. I like that. Even before we came back on air, we were discussing how creatives are doing well.
Oh, they're
thinking on their feet.
They are. You can equate them to any designer out there. And we were also talking, you know, the thing about African prints is that it is our identity, and yet our manufacturing sector is not, if you look at the supply chain end to end, they're feeding these machines with everything imported because within the supply chain, we are not producing what we need to be able to have 100% made in Ghana. So your input cost is going up as the USD
it's also going up,
appreciates against the city. So you have the time, the cost of the fabric is so expensive.
And
So
that's a big challenge.
rather, we were talking about Broni Wawu, right? You go to the Broni Wawu and buy something which is within your purse, something that you can afford. So I think if we want to promote made in Ghana wear, we have to look at our industry. And we have to make sure that we're feeding them with inputs from Ghana so that at the end of the day, the cost doesn't go up.
Yeah.
But then can you agree with me when I say that that's the reason a lot of Gen Zs are staying away from
I don't think it's about cost, though.
Right.
I don't think it's about cost. There's so much that has to be done from the mindset.
Right. But
made in Ghana goods, they say, oh, made in Ghana goods, and yet, but at the end of the day, you see a content of a made in Ghana good, compare it to anything from Europe, and probably the content is better.
Right.
But because it has the tag made in Ghana, the perception is that it's of inferior quality. So there's a lot of work to be done right here. We have to accept that made in Ghana is good. Personally, I believe that wherever God made you and put you there, if it's Ghana, everything you need from head to toe
it's there.
It's right there. It's right there, not outside.
And I like what the movie industry, especially the Kuma, would have been able to do over the years. You know, most of their storylines are driven around Ghanaian culture and how things were done back in the day. You see Nana McBrown wearing something very Ghanaian. You see the Lil Wings all putting on, you know, costumes that takes us back into Gold Coast, but made right here in with a touch of Ghanaian.
And I believe I was watching K-drama, and in the decor, I saw a Kente piece. I was like, are you kidding?
What are you doing there?
Did I just see Kente out there? But the ownership of the Ghanaian Kente as our national fabric has gone global.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you see great designers, I don't want to mention names, in Ghana that are doing amazing. They are on the catwalks in Paris, in New York, everywhere globally. And they are really showing off the pride of Africa. It's a shame if we cannot show off the pride of Africa. Personally, I'm always an African print.
I was going to say that I've never seen this woman not in an African wear.
Yeah.
It's either in a two-piece. That's why I say I like the versatility of it. You can wear it any style, any way you want. Just work with your designer, right? Talk to your designer, let the person know your body type, what you have to wear, how you're supposed to do this. Because even to me, what we are seeing on the screen right now still looks really good to me. At this point, I may not even mind wearing it because
Debbie Wade is a bit...
No, maybe not the skirts, but the top.
Even the top, there's too much going on.
No.
Look at the pleats. Talia.
No, but I'm just trying to say that there's still beauty in there, right?
It's a pride that she uses.
Look at the opening on the other. I mean, it is
No,
nice.
maybe not.
But do you know this fabric is still there?
Right.
Yeah. I
This
think
fabric
I've seen
is
it.
still there. I think I have a couple of dresses in different shades of this fabric. But I love it. I love everything.
Right. So you would think that our designer is missing. She's not missing in action at all. She's about to show us the modern style, because I told you, or Auntie Janus has said it, that, you know, Kente Kaba and Slit has not gone anywhere. If anything, it's still here, it's just been modernized, right? So, Sarah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Right, so we see a very beautiful, this is the Kaba, right?
Oh, by the way, Sarah is 10 feet tall.
Why are you doing
And she's got another 10 feet right next to her.
So this is the slit, right?
Yeah.
All right, so take us through the design.
Okay, so this is Kente slate.
Right.
And so like I said before, in the olden days, we'll have rope instead of the zip at the side.
Yeah.
And the waist will not fit like this. So because of the rope and there is no slit, zip at the back, they will use the same hip measurement for the waist.
Okay.
So for you to have it easy to just put it on. And because of that, you realize that there will be folds around here because that is not the actual waist measurement.
Okay.
But now we can see the change. Because of the zip, we're able to shape it well. There's no excess.
Excess,
Yeah. So there's a slate and Kaba Kente that you can take it to any engagement or even as a wedding guest, you can still style it, and it will be okay.
Snatch.
Yeah.
These days they've been snatching their body.
Now we have. Before, they would do a lot of that.
Right.
Yeah, but we are still doing the darts though. But now we have some bones in there to snatch the waist a little bit more for us.
But back in the time, they didn't have to snatch anybody's body. Because you look at what we're seeing over there, and it's still got the shape though.
It's
still got the shape.
So like a third piece on it.
Yeah. So like I said, the silhouette is still the same. Like the picture you showed.
Yeah.
It's still the same. You can see the sleeves, the body type. It's still the same. But now we have introduced one or two things to make it look more beautiful than before. Yeah.
Right. Even now I hear people say they don't even, I mean, you can shape it in a way that you don't have to wear an inner, right? So a woman can basically just pick this up, not be afraid, because everything here will be secured.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a cup in the bust line, so no matter what is happening, you can be sure that your boobs will be backed up.
Right.
What is a caution though is sometimes you get so snatched that you can't even breathe.
Yeah.
You know, we have to watch that. Or if you're driving, you know, how to get into the car is even an issue.
Sometimes how to sit.
I'm telling you.
Because you literally cannot breathe.
You're like this, right? It forces us to pose in the way. The posture is part of the whole deal, isn't it? And previously to the slits, somebody, I think one of the ladies in the market was saying, you don't cut it.
No.
Okay.
They were sewn in, so in case you put on weight, they can just expand it.
For you.
Or if you wanted to change the style, you can just undo it and the fabric is still there. But here it is cut. You know, and all sorts of things are going on. So I'm pretty excited about what's going on in the creative industry. And some of the designers who are driving this. It's evolving in a very beautiful way.
But
and this is very beautiful. I love it.
It really is.
Very, very beautiful.
It really is. I see a lot of beading. I think now people have understood beadwork.
Don't mess around.
I'm telling you.
Hey.
It has. But also, that brings me back to expense, right? The expenses. Because I know you said that it starts with the mindset. But let's come to the young ones like us. Because if there's anything, we are the next generation. We are going to take over. And we're going to make sure, or we want to make sure that we instill, okay, wear Ghana, eat Ghana, grow Ghana. More of the wear Ghana, right? I was telling you earlier that sometimes I feel that some of the prices are overly exaggerated.
Yes.
Because some of the designers are looking at where their shops are, which you cannot really blame them, right? Someone has a shop somewhere around Oxford Street.
It's expensive.
It's quite expensive. East Legon, it's expensive. So how do we blend? How do we get to a middle ground where a young person, a 15, 16, 20-year-old gets up to say, Mommy, I want to wear kente. And Mommy doesn't have to say, oh, if I sew kente for you, you have to wear it for 10 years because it's expensive. So where do we find the middle ground?
You know, I would say as a business person, it's about demand and supply at the end of the day, isn't it? And it's about economics of scale. Economies of scale at the end of the day. It's about your input cost and therefore your selling price. So if within the supply chain and the ecosystem, we don't start from the base up, you will continuously have products or end products that are more expensive than you would expect it to be. So I think we need interventions in terms of looking at the whole value chain and making sure that we manage the input cost so that by the time it comes out, it's not so expensive. These beads, I don't think most of them are local. I think they are also imported. These are local, and they are amazing. But these ones that they use for the embellishment, this, I don't think is local. I think this is imported as well. So the thing is about energizing the local industry to make sure that our cost of production is minimized at a level that allows us to patronize.
But Sarah, have you had such instances where people give you a design? Because sometimes I see some of the designs, I'm like, wow, you made them here? You did them here? Do you have to, import some of the stuff you use in your designs?
It depends on what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm doing. But like she said, the beads that we have here, well, although they sell them in town, they are not made here, so it makes it a bit expensive. And another thing that I've also realized is when something is in vogue, it becomes more expensive.
Right.
Honestly, I don't know why, but that is how it is. Yeah. It looks like everybody wants it. So, and of course, you have some people who can afford. So, if you go and you can't buy, and they don't really care.
Right.
So, like she said, if indeed we want to promote our goods, then we have to check a lot of things because things are very expensive. And as a young designer, you have people coming to you. You want to do the thing for them, but it's so expensive that you want to do it.
You also
because at the end of the day, it's business. Yeah. It's not just passion. Right. You understand? So if the government can do something about it, I think it will help because now we have a lot of great designers, great talents in this country. I have a lot of people asking, and I'm like, talent. So, I mean, if things are a bit okay for us, we can do a lot, and we will not depend on the Western side.
So, how much are we looking at this? Is it expensive?
Where it's coming from is not expensive. It can be expensive from a different place. Yeah.
Because I was going to say it depends on your pocket.
So we're looking at a little over 1,000 or below 1,000 for this.
Over 1,000. Plus the fabric itself. Yeah. Plus
and you get people to buy them? Or you're running out of cost already. Like you're not making money.
This is for a special occasion. Yeah. So it's worth the investment.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's something that you don't
to buy them. Do you get people to come?
Oh, of course. Like she said, if you are going to a program and you want to look good, you want to show up.
You want to show up and show out.
People don't mind spending if they want to look good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is one thing I've realized.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't really mind if they want to look good.
But you know the thing I find interesting is, when you want to show up and look good,
right?
I mean, when you enter the room, everybody's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
But then you can't wear it too often.
At all.
Because everybody's like, we've seen this
I'm telling you, a few things in my closet, I'm like, I can't wear this more than 4 times. Are you sure?
Especially when it's very,
because
the
cost
very unique.
Yeah. So I'll keep them in my wardrobe.
Right.
The most important thing is make sure your body shape doesn't change.
Right.
Right?
Then you get to lose all of that.
You can't wear it anymore because it's sewn to fit you.
Yeah.
Bespoke, they call it.
Yeah.
So I have things in my closet for like 4 or 5 years, and I'm watching my weight.
And
then I wear it again every 2 or 3 years. So my husband is like, hey,
it's just been a while.
It's just been a while. So plan and manage your wardrobe. Have a few unique things, but have things that you can wear throughout.
Right.
So this, I've had it for ages, and I keep wearing it.
It doesn't even look like it's an old clothes.
Because the beauty about it is you don't have to wash it all the time. You know what I mean? But it depends. Everything I say is dependent on your lifestyle. If you're constantly out there in the sun, you'll be sweating, so you have to wash it. But if you're not constantly out there and you're not sweating so much, then you don't have to wash it that often. But yeah, I love styling because it allows you to ooze yourself and bring who you are as a person to the fore. And that's the beauty about it.
Really, it really
Great stuff. We're going to move to the GTA, Ghana Tourism Authority. Now, they have something special they're doing over there. It's a celebrity food competition as part of celebrating Ghana and Ghana Month. And so my colleague, Jackie, is doing the, just running around and trying to find what exactly is going on there. Jackie likes food, and so
you like food, but you can't cook. Let's go in there.
Cook Ghana. Jackie, can you hear us? Take it away.
And also our lovely audience this morning. We're currently live at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park for the Taste at 68 68. That is an event initiated by the Ghana Tourism Authority. And just as you can see, we have a lot of people right here. We still have people arriving, but right behind me is where the food bazaar is going to take place. But they haven't started yet. But then I have Professor Kobe Mensah with me, the CEO of the Ghana Tourism Development Company, to throw more light on what is going to transpire today. Prof, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, and thank you. And you?
I'm good, by God's grace. Well, before we come to today, how is your tourism doing? Ghana Tourism
Ghana Tourism Development Company. Well, it's going well. Currently, we're in the building stage. We've been doing a lot of building together. I mean, we're trying to create our product and services. We're trying to sensitize people. We're trying to connect to the right, stakeholders. We have been in talks with Kwame Nkrumah, to find out how we can actually do our 24-hour, the night tours. It's been interesting. They have actually agreed with us to start that. We're actually in talks with Ghana Museum and Monument, obviously Jamestown. So we are speaking to the stakeholders to make sure that we can kickstart, and almost everybody is excited. We have a Ghana Tour Union as Ghana Tours Union, Tuga. They are very excited about it. They want to plug in. We have the Monument people saying that this is excited. Quite a lot of people have actually bought into the Accra by night, or the night tours, if I should put it that way. And so we're looking forward to it.
All right. Well, Taste 68 in Ghana month. Tell us more about it.
Well, Taste 68 at 68. That is, we have 68 good dishes, indigenous Ghanaian dishes for you at Ghana's 68 anniversary. And I think that if you have anywhere to go, this is the place you have to be. Maybe so you have to be.
It's free, right?
Oh, of course. I mean, we are sampling foods. Obviously, they will be buying and selling, that you can come and buy some food, taste it. But we are sampling, other Ghanaian dishes. These are actually being curated by the Traditional, Dishes Association, the Traditional Caterers Association, the Indigenous Caterers Association. We have the Heritage Foods, and we have obviously the African, BBQ Association as well. So these people are actually providing the dishes for us. And there's a second part of it, which is the celebrity cooking competition.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. You're going to have Ochami Kwame. I can't wait.
And who else?
Ochami Kwame, Victoria Lebene, Mr. Beautiful is here, Uncle to the musician is here. And I think we have one person, let me just check, Joyce Blessing. Excellent. Oh, so you want to be here, for this one. And then, well, I knew my strength. I can't do the cooking, but I can judge. So certainly I'm part of the judges. Okay. We have the CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority, Mamefua, as a judge. We have Abeku Santana, which is the deputy CEO, as a judge as well. And then, of course, we have, I think, Gardner. Yes, we have James Gardner, who is the deputy, CEO of National Films. He's also a judge. And then we have Maki Kwenu, the president of the Ghana Chefs Association. So you have a lot to see.
So at the end of the day, what is the Tourism Authority trying to achieve with this?
Absolutely. The cuisines, or what we call the trying to figure out the other word, but yeah, I mean, these are essential parts of our culture, all right? We have to throw a lot more light on that. Ghana is not only about, saying culture, etc., but also we have amazing foods that people should actually come and taste, and they should, try and prepare them by themselves as well. And so we are trying to throw more light on our side of the other side of the tourism, which is the cuisines that we have. And I think that you would love it, when you come here.
Thank you very much, Prof. I will speak to you soon. But real quick, let me just take you around how it's going to be like today. So this is where the Food Bazaar, or the Taste 68 event is going to take place. You're going to start with a symposium. Then after that, that's the opening. Then after that, they will come here. Then everything will kickstart. 68 different dishes. That is all indigenous Ghanaian foods. Which food is your favorite? Mine is actually banku though, but I'm hoping to enjoy that today. So most of the tables are still not set up yet, but we're still right here at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park to give you update on what is happening. And it's still Ghana Month, and this is throwing more spotlights on the local food that we have right here in Ghana. So KMJ, Lois, after the show, you guys should definitely come back here to have fun, enjoy. Come see your favorite celebrities cooking right here at Kwame Nkrumah Park.
All right, Jackie, thanks for bringing us an update of that. And I'm excited about it because there has to be some good food for me to eat.
Of course.
Just like Lois gave me, I can cook. So I'll go with polythene bag. I'll start clearing the food.
No polythene bag. You see, you're disgracing me again.
Save some food.
We'll get our packs, don't worry.
Okay,
don't worry at all. Don't worry at all. But hey, we still have Auntie Janus in here. We have Sarah, who is also here. And I mean, we've been talking about kaba and slate, okay? Looking at how old it was and how we've modernized it. And it's great stuff. It's great stuff. It has rekindled my love for African fashion again. And remember that when you wear your own and you talk about it, you ooze confidence. You don't even have to speak. Just by walking in a room, you shine so bright, okay? Auntie Jeanette, do we have any, upcoming programs that you'd want to talk about?
In this month, well, I think the beauty about this month is I've been on several shows talking about women.
Right.
Of course, the affirmative action law and where we're going with it and the targets that have been set, like 30% of women in leadership positions, in corporate and entrepreneurial spaces, in so many different spaces by the end of 2026. And that's what we are all working towards. As you know, I belong to a women's organization called the Executive Women Network, that we train women on leadership qualities. And I think yesterday I was reading World Economic Forum reports that came out in January of this year. And it's talking about new skills that are coming up. And one of the biggest one is leadership and social influence. So not leadership on its own, but leadership and social influence. And of course, technological knowledge. And they're talking about hybrid intelligence being the combination of human intelligence, the brain literacy, plus artificial intelligence, which is the literacy of algorithms. So there's so much going on. And I think more or less it's impacting how we live, how we perceive life, and the sense of ownership that we have about ourselves. And that's why I think the Ghana Month celebration is one of the best things that have happened to us. And secondly, what I think has happened as well is I listen to the news and I see a lot of people in the arts and creative sector being given responsibilities for diaspora, for tourism and stuff like that. And I think they are going to bring this Ghana Month to a level that we haven't seen before.
And that's
so get ready. You know, I was looking at you and I'm like, is he comfortable in what he's wearing? And then I'm like, okay, maybe that's what the youth is talking about, right? They're talking about comfort. And making things contemporary. So even if it's this that you want to wear, it has to be comfortable to suit your lifestyle, right? So designers out there, over to you. You need to make it contemporary for them to wear.
And Sarah, anything coming up for you?
So personally, I have a ready-to-wear brand. And I'll be opening next month. April. So
we should watch out for that. So please do watch out for that. I think this has been a really good conversation.
Okay, so the contact numbers are on the screen.
It's under there. So Sarah is opening next month, right? Which date?
22nd of April.
22nd of April, and we are going to be there and be there on time, right? Go and get some
and then
Ghana.
Let me talk about JNM Salon and Spa. We run the Ghana Month promo as well. And what we're doing is, so if you're first time coming to JNM Salon and Spa, you get a discount. And then if you ref a friend and you come with your friend as well, you get a discount. So JNM Salon and Spa, it is for your ultimate radiance. We look forward to pampering you. Radiance.
That'll be all for today, guys. We have enjoyed your company as much as you did with us as well. So we'll see you tomorrow, Monday.
On Monday.
We'll see you on Monday. Thanks for watching.